Many of you remember that about 7 months ago, we did a Trader Joe's Aldi special where we looked at. Tim introduced me to Aldi many years ago and Trader Joe's, frankly. And he said, you're crazy if you're not shopping at these places because of the money you can save and the quality of the food. And so back in March of this year, you got me to go to Costco.
You went with
My friend
Lee.
Sonda, Lee's wife, Sonda, and she taught me the Costco way, got my card, got the huge cart, and then I felt like I was in a museum after about 10 minutes because you're so assaulted by prices and there's everything there. There's TVs, there's computers, there's groceries, there's everything.
Clothing. So there's over 500 outlets in the U.S.
And we're close to two of them. I have one in Manhattan. We have one in Yonkers.
It's the second largest retailer in the U.S., which I didn't realize. They're also the largest. I read this, which I was surprised about on their site. They just became the largest, or the number one retailer of prime beef, organic foods, rotisserie chicken, and wine.
Number one.
Number one retailer of those five things.
So this would explain how when I finish a shopping experience there, I go through and I look at my bill and I look at what I actually bought, and it's just price per everything about Costco. Where some of the stuff we're going to talk about, you did price per pound, but if you actually brought it down to price per serving and you compared it to a grocery store, it's like a fifth. Sometimes it's 1/5 to 1/6 the cost of what you pay at a normal grocery store.
Well, because of and because of volume, if you go to any of these shopping sites, because of volume, their markup is only somewhere averages around 14%.
Not much
markup. So when you look at other big box retailers or whatever, it's certainly more than that.
So we picked our favorite items, and Tim has guided me through this. One of an item that's not going to be on our list, but which is one of our new favorite items, though, is the strawberry rhubarb pie. So
oh my God, it's like
have
crack.
this box that sells 4 little pies. Tim says buy them and freeze them.
Yeah.
I mean, they are. And you said something that I didn't do yet. You said a thing of vanilla ice cream.
Little vanilla ice cream, which they have Humboldt's ice cream there, which I think comes from upstate New York. But they have in Philly. But you have to buy 2 half gallons, and it's $12. But it's
in the freezer.
Yeah, it's really good.
All right, so these are our personal picks. We each did 5, and it's surprising how they cross, by the way, because when we finally collated our answers and what our favorite things were, I got to look at what Tim.
So it's your favorite. So we're going to start with our items, and the last 2 things we do will be our favorite things.
Oh, I thought we flipped it around. So the first item is one of your favorites.
No, first item is my 5th favorite.
That's
so
okay.
that's fine.
That's fine.
Yeah. Okay, perfect.
So you start.
So the first thing that I picked, and I turned on our friend Brian from AdMark, who was on a couple weeks ago, to this for his parents, and I actually brought them to my parents, and I have other people that have used them because they're great. A great food is roasted peppers. So if you go into so if you go into the pre-made section, they have stuffed peppers, and they're about $3.99 a pound. And I put them in the oven for I do it at 400 for an hour. Some people do it differently.
400 for an hour?
I do 400 for an hour. Some people say to put foil over it. I don't.
So the meat's not pre-cooked?
It is. But you want to cook the peppers. The peppers aren't.
Okay, okay.
So the meat, so it's meat and rice, or ground beef and rice, and some cheese on top. And then what I do is I don't put foil over it because I like to have a little crust on the top. So I cook mine without the foil, but you could put the foil over it if you wanted to have it more kind of like a steamed thing. And the best thing to do is if you have a bunch of people over, it's a great meal with a salad, or you can freeze a couple of them in a Ziploc bag, freeze them, and then just pop them in and eat them. They're only 320 calories average per stuffed pepper. So it's one of my favorite things are the roasted peppers when they have them. They don't have them all the time.
They had them at Yonkers.
Did you get them?
No, Bob says we could buy peppers and stuff them ourselves.
Not as good.
That's not the point.
And they won't be as good.
The point is to buy the Costco stuffed pepper.
So what was
my first item, and I like all my items equally, by the way.
Okay.
I think I chose Kirkland Organic Ground Round. Yeah. Okay. So
now I haven't done this.
This is incredible meat. It tastes fantastic. I'm showing in the photograph of here on the YouTube version 2 of these little squares. It's 100% organic, and the thing about Costco that amazes me. There's a little symbol on the package, is a circle, and it says USDA organic. That's the highest level of organic quality. It's like there's a pyramid of organic, and that's the peak. A lot of the Costco Kirkland brand has that symbol, which is amazing. So they sell those little squares as a strip of 3. You have to buy all 3. when I did the math and I divided up the cost per, those three things per pound, $4.99 per pound. All right, so yeah, if you have if it's just two people and you're each having a burger, like a half-pound burger is,
Yeah.
kind of, it's 250.
Yeah.
So we now buy a bunch of that and immediately freeze it and save it, and it's 85% lean, so you have enough for barbecuing, enough fat in the meat for a good barbecue experience. It's fantastic.
And Kirkland is their private label. So, and the big mystery that everybody has, again, if you go and search any of these sort of foods that Kirkland does, people try to see where they source them from.
Yeah, where is it?
And it's hard to find where they source them from.
What's your next one?
My next one, I was able to find out. Somebody figured out where it was sourced from. It's the chicken breast strips. So this comes in a pack of
You've
two.
been telling me about these.
They're $9.99. It's just chicken breast. It's
Sliced.
100, right? It's 110 calories per serving. It's fully cooked, no preservatives, no artificial flavors, zero trans fats. They come together in two 1-pound packages. I throw them in stir fry. I throw them in rice. I throw them in soups. You throw them on salads.
Happy to put on a
I
salad.
always put a little. I put a little heat on them because I don't particularly like them cold. But somebody online at one of the websites says that they believe it's sourced from Foster Farms, which is a West Coast poultry company, privately owned and operated by the Foster family since 1939 out of Livingston, California.
So this
all
is
naturally fresh-grown turkey and chicken, but this is the chicken strips for $9.99. All turkey, all chicken, white meat. You can't beat it.
This is my new item.
Got to find it.
When I saw you put this in there, it dovetails into my next one, which is something you kind of crinkled your nose at, and I don't blame you, although I do love it. It's canned chicken.
Yeah.
I was first exposed to this when I signed up for Costco. I got a free 6-pack, 6 of those cans.
Oh, is that how you found it?
And the only way
I couldn't have found that in a
ever
vet net.
use it was... So one day we're at the house, we want to have sandwiches, and we hadn't gone grocery shopping. Bob opened one of these, mixed it with a little mayonnaise and some mustard. We had these chicken salad sandwiches. Fantastic. It's one of those things you have in your cabinet, and you never know it. You could throw it in pasta sauce. It's just chicken.
Yeah.
It feels like you're having tuna.
Mayonnaise. So it's probably similar. So mayonnaise, you can mix it up and do a chicken salad, a little celery, walnut.
So these
grapes.
are 6 cans for $9.89. Like, yeah, think about that, right? It's $1. It's like it's cheap food, and it's again, it's all USDA prime chicken, blah blah blah, all good for you. So what's your next one?
My next one is something, again, I've turned a number of people on, particularly down in Rehoboth Beach, is the Summer Fresh Tuscan bean salad.
Yeah, I didn't see this.
This
when I was
is,
last there.
I can eat it like crack. It's $5.99 for a 2-pound tub. It's 140 calories per serving, which is about a half a cup. It's navy beans, barley, garbanzo beans, or chickpeas, what people call them.
Give me an idea.
So 2 pounds. It's
So okay,
it's a
that's a
2-pound
little
tub.
deceiving. It's a bigger.
It's a big tub.
Okay.
It's got red pepper, green pepper. It's in canola oil, a little bit of onion, and I throw it on a bed of lettuce with a little chicken salad, or use it as a side dish with the peppers, for instance, or anything else. But it's another one of those things that comes and goes. They've had it at Costco for a number of years, but it's seasonal. So it's right now during the summer.
Okay, I have
be
to
a good
keep my eyes
time.
peeled for this.
Get
Then.
it. But if you see that, pick it up. I've actually had friends tell me now, if you're getting one, pick up one for me. So it's well worth it if you like that sort of side dish, and it's healthy.
Now I think my next one is a sweet. I think it's chocolate. And okay, yeah, it's these things called Belgian Thins. Again,
Oh, I've seen those there.
okay, so they have quinoa, they have goji berries, it's dark chocolate. There's the USDA symbol, that top of the line USDA. So it's all natural, vegan. It's fantastic tasting chocolate. It's the dark, like 72% dark chocolate. When you look at the ingredients broken down, or I should say the nutrition table, fat, carbo, protein, it's actually not bad for you at all. It's a delicious snack. So Bob now favors something called bark thins. It's
Is this similar to that?
This is same idea. It's like flat chocolate that's been broken up into pieces, but this is actually better for you because it's all totally
You
vegan.
love that dark chocolate, though.
I'm a whore.
Of course, Bob says you will eat milk chocolate too. You just don't like to say it.
At Christmas, yeah, well, when milk chocolate is on hand, it's bad to have chocolate go to waste, in my opinion. You got to have chocolate. So that was my other one, Belgian Thins. It seems to be there a lot, so I'm guessing it's a staple.
If you're lucky enough and your Costco has a liquor store and you drink alcohol, don't pass it up. The Kirkland brand Chardonnay wines out of California, the small bottle is $6.99. The big bottle is $6.79.
I don't get that.
They do taste differently, and if you don't get hung up on the label and you just open this up in your kitchen and pour it or put it in a carafe, people drink it like it's gold. It is for $6.79 for the big bottle there, which if you're watching on the screen, and for $6.99 for the other Chardonnay. It is. It tastes like you're drinking a $20 bottle. It's
great. We saw that at the Yonkers store had a liquor section.
Get the Chardonnay and
not too buttery.
Nope. It's wonderful. It really is good. And if you go to the different wine blogs as well, they'll rank these Kirkland wines. And again, it's a big guessing game as to what vineyard they sourced it from. But even their vodka, for instance, their Kirkland vodka, people have it down to where they think it's Grey Goose, but they're not sure. But I buy the vodka for $12 a bottle, which instead of Grey Goose at $40 is a good deal.
And we drink vodka usually
mix it.
So the minute you throw a mixer in,
But the
might as well buy pop off.
But everyone I know will attest to the Chardonnay is a good bargain.
So my next one is pasta, and I saw this first at a grocery store in upstate.
No, I never saw this there. Where is it? Is it in the?
It was in the
dry goods area.
Dry goods area, and the box is deceiving. It's 2 1-pound bags, all organic. Again, that circular USD organic symbol. It's made of edamame.
So it's not made of wheat then?
No, so it's basically you're getting, for every serving, you're getting 25 grams of protein and 23 grams of carbohydrates. So from a point of view of how your body processes protein and carbs, 1 gram of carbohydrates usually transports 1 gram of protein to your muscles and is better for you. So you use up the carb building the protein in. So if you're going to have pasta, you might as well have edamame pasta because it actually gives you protein.
I'll have to try that.
And it's only $7.99 for 2 pounds. Now, when I bought the box I first tried months ago from a different grocery store, it was $5.49 for basically 4 servings. This is $7.99 for 14 servings.
Wow.
It's fantastic. It's great to have on hand, so I highly recommend the edamame pasta.
And my favorite thing, John mentioned at the opening that Costco sells clothes. My favorite thing that I found there, they have great shirts. Actually, this is a Costco shirt that I have on. And I'm also wearing Costco jeans, which I got. They're Urban Star jeans for $12.99. Some stores have them for $15.99. This picture I had, but some of them have rebates and they're $12.99. I was poking around. They're 98% cotton. They fit great. They come in a multitude of sizes. They've got a little bit of stretch to them, which I like. They're about 2% spandex of the 98% cotton. The funny thing about them is Target sells the brand as, you can find them on Amazon as well, for as high as $65 a pair.
Same brand.
Same exact thing. So I went and I checked the different websites. I went to Target. I went to other sites, and you can get them on eBay cheap, probably used. But I laughed because I thought at Amazon they were selling them for $64.99, $15.99 to $12.99 at Costco. They fit great. I've been complimented in them a lot. I won't buy other jeans.
I got to check it out because I looked, but I did not look hard enough. I got kind of lost in the clothing section. You have them right, yeah.
So, yeah. But anyway, that's my favorite thing there right now are those jeans for $12.99. You can't beat
$12.99 jeans. You can't beat it. My last thing actually is Bob's favorite thing.
Really?
I decided to put a Bob Costco find, and it's Bob's favorite thing, and he found this Kirkland Brie.
Oh, that is good.
Made in Normandy. That's deceptive. The picture is deceptive. The wheel is pretty big. It's like this.
The hubcap on a Volkswagen.
Like a Beetle. Yeah, like a Volkswagen Beetle. It's delicious. Yeah, it's some of the best brie I've had, and I think
like $8.99 or $7.99. Yeah, it's I don't.
No, we're $4.99.
Okay,
$4.99 for that thing, right?
Wow.
So that was Bob's favorite pick, and that wraps up our Costco focus group July 4th extravaganza shopping spree.